Every single man that was in there was giving Rabo Verde vibes. It's like the lowest of the lowest. My gel suit that you guys were making fun of me for. You should enjoy being single in your season of singleness because marriage is work. That's your body speaking to you and letting you know that you need a break. What is up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel. My name's Amy D, and for today we have a lot of cleaning to do. We have washing to do. I have not washed the whole time that I've been here, other than like my comforter, you know, like my sheets, but I haven't actually, like, I've been here for 2 weeks and I haven't washed. And my hamper is like overflowing, literally to the point where I have clothes on the floor, because I've also been doing kind of a lot of extracurricular activities. So like going to the gym, going to church, like I've been wearing different outfits throughout the day, not just like one. So yeah, like I just feel like I want to wash now. I feel like that's the first time that comes out of my mouth. I want to wash versus like I need to wash, you know? Anyways, I know on the last video I kind of left you guys off of me going to Food City. For those of you guys that are not from Arizona, Food City is like what El Super, or other people said like Northgate, would be here in Arizona. I don't know if I think very highly of Northgate, but it gave me more Super vibes, actually even like a little bit less than El Super vibes versus anything else. And I only say that because the amount of men that were in that store, and mind you, this is how I went, okay? Like I'm not wearing anything provocative. I'm not wearing anything showing. I'm not wearing anything that you can see my figure in. Like I'm not wearing anything like that, right? Like if I was in booty shorts or short shorts and like tie and like you could see, I would understand that a little bit more, but like I'm chilling. For those of you guys that know Spanish, saben que es un viejo rabo verde. Like that's the vibes that it was giving. Every single man that was in there was giving Rabo Verde vibes. It was giving like, I'm following you and I'm watching you. And one thing about me is that I get very defensive anytime that I feel like I'm being watched in a different way, or like I feel like I'm being followed. Like I will challenge you to the core, and I do not, like, baby girl, I do not care what you got carrying on yourself. I do not care. Now, I don't get reactive. I just kind of let you know that I'm aware that you're following me, that I'm aware that you're watching me, that I'm aware of your presence, okay? Because the same way that you want to come and try to make your presence be known, if you're not direct, like I'm going to turn around and make eye contact with you and know that I'm here, right? And I no longer get, unless I need to, like it wasn't necessary for me today to like get all like rowdy or anything like that. Thankfully, like baby, I just know that I am, God's angels are with me at all times, okay? But I say that because even like to the point of like winking at me or like blowing me a kiss or like that type of stuff, Food City is not in my city, okay? So like I literally had to go a couple cities to like go check it out, but it's because I'm really looking for grocery stores that have, you know, certain Mexican stuff that I would eat back home. And I am willing to like travel or go to certain places to find certain things like salsas, like, you know, just different things that I may not necessarily be wanting to cook myself. So like it wasn't an uncomfortable experience, but it was definitely an experience of like, Northgate would never, you know? And maybe it's not Northgate itself, it's just the people that visit Northgate. Because yeah, once in a while at any store, okay, you have men or people that are just outrageous and that are just disrespectful, or that are just anything that you want to call them, right? But then it's very different than just literally seeing a bunch of different men just thirsty over, like, baby, like, relax, chill. Like, you are not at the right place to get whatever it is you think you're trying to get, you know? I didn't like the vibe, obviously. So I'm like, look, I'm just gonna pick up my stuff and like go. And again, like I didn't feel unsafe, you know? It wasn't anything to where like I felt unsafe or anything like that. But it just made me think, like, I was even laughing because even as I'm like, at the end gonna put my cart away, like after I already loaded my groceries into my trunk, this older Mexican man, like already abuelo type of vibes, you know, you guys know, he's like passing in his truck and he's like, and I'm like, ni cara le hice, because obviously he wanted even that, you know, like attention, to where like I was like, ew, like viejo rabo verde, or da 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 da. No, I just didn't even say anything. Like I was just like I pretended I didn't even see him. You know what I mean? And at the end of the day, like what people want whenever they're trying to do stuff like that is your attention in whichever way. And so I'm just obviously here to tell you guys, because y'all are my friends, and I'm like, that was so unnecessary and so disgusting. I don't think I had like put myself out in a situation where like I was gonna be with, you know, those type of people, because I don't surround myself around that. And I was just like, you know what, like I don't even want to come here anymore. Because like, for what? Like, let me go to my Trader Joe's, let me go to my Sprouts, let me go to my Whole Foods, like let me go to that. And if it really has to come down to the point where like I'm gonna have to make certain things, or find another mercado or another grocery store or another thing like that, like please, anybody from Arizona, if you guys know, let me know. Because even like my family members had told me like Food City is like the lowest of the lowest, okay, like, but that's where you'll find the Mexican stuff, but it's like the lowest of the lowest. And I was like, okay, cool. Like I'm gonna go check it out. I was like, I have to go, because there are certain things that I am looking for, and I kind of feel like sometimes only certain grocery stores carry certain things, right? And so as I was over there, I was in the city of Chandler actually, and as I was over there, and I thought I went to Chandler because I was like, I don't want to go to the Phoenix ones, because I feel like, you know, that could potentially be a little bit worse. Like I don't really want to go to Mesa, because, you know, like I obviously, I'm new here, but I just kind of went with where I was guided. And so I was like, well, Chandler's nice, right? And then like they're like, yeah, Chandler's nice, okay. And they're like, I'm just telling you. And literally it's like what I was warned about, that's exactly what happened. And I'm like, y'all are funny, you know? Now I will say, obviously that wasn't all men, but like I said, it was like a whole 2 handfuls of men that were like following me, not following me, but like you can tell that the energy was like, you know, and no sé, no quiero hablar mal. I'm not trying to degrade anybody or like just talk down on anybody, but like your energy and behavior was just not it for me, you know, especially as somebody who has like gone through a lot of stuff like that as a younger adult. Like I become very proactive about that stuff. I've become somebody that, and actually always before, like even when I was younger, like I was the younger of the 2 girls, right? Like my sister, myself, and my mom. And I remember like my favorite animal has always been when men stare at my mom or my sister, like when we were younger, because the wolf would come out in me, you know? Like I would just like, what are you looking at? Like, se te perdió alguien igual o qué? You know, like I, like my attitude, like it would just be like a switch that would turn on, and I would just say stuff, you know? And now I'm not, like I wasn't like, what are you looking at? You know, like I thought about it, like I was like, ¿qué me está viendo? But I didn't say anything. And like, I was still like very like smiling and whatever. But like those men that kind of like went the extra mile, I was just like, okay, whatever. But like, I made sure that you knew that I knew who, like what you looked like and everything, you know, cause yeah. So anyways, now that we got that out of the way, that's the reason kind of why I was like, Food City, okay, like maybe I don't necessarily, like unless I really need to go there, then I will. So anyways, if you guys know of a good option that I can find somewhere else that may not necessarily be the energy, like I used to love Northgate, you know, obviously there was like different Northgates, right? So like I would preference certain ones over other ones, and obviously like I would go to the one that was like closest to me, but still like not the one that I'm supposed to go to where I live, you know? And so I just liked it because it was big, because things were clean, because things were actually stocked. Like Food City was giving me like not very clean vibes. Things were not stocked. They were short-handed. Like people were not happy at their job. Like except for like the ladies in la tortilleria, like they were super nice. They were very kind, you know, like I'm somebody that goes to places and I make conversation, I smile. So like, don't think I came in here with like you know, like all like thinking I'm the baddest in here, and like I didn't come in with that attitude. Like I literally like went in and I was like, oh, no hay carritos afuera. A las señoras de la tortillería, like I literally asked them, like, there's no carts out here, like, do you know where I can get one? And she's like, I'm sorry, like we're short-handed, I think you might have to get one from like literally, you know. And I was like, ah, okay, no se preocupe, like, and I went to go get one, you know. So like I said, it's not that I just like came off and I was just like, whoa, you know, because yes, that can come out of me, but like I'm in my feminine, you know, like I'm chilling, I'm relaxed. I am so relaxed. I'm trying to go grocery shopping. I went through every aisle. I found some things, you know. So, you know, just little by little is just kind of where like what I was finding. And like I'm just like, señor, like if you think I am this young girl who like wants anything from you, you are absolutely wrong. Like I did not come for that, you know. It was giving very like machista, older Mexican men, you know. And I was just like, get the, because I will, you know. So because like, baby, my favorite animal is about to come out. Like it's been hidden for a long time, but like if you really want to get us there, like we can get there, you know. So anyways, I'm having a ball now telling you guys about it, because you know, I feel like y'all know what I'm talking about. Like if you know, just let me know what I'm talking about. But if you know of a store that is similar to that, like I did get pan dulce, you know, and I'm not a big pan dulce person, but like si estoy ahí se me antoja, I'll get one or two, you know, because I also don't want to like be eating bread all the time, even though I eat bread a lot, but like not pan dulce, you know. Pero si se me antoja, like I want to have it. So busco una carnicería, busco donde hagan salsas en molcajete o just salsas buenas, o sea, que vendan carnitas, you know, like que vendan hot food, pero así algo que te puedes llevar y lo puedes preparar en tu casa después, unas flautas, unos taquitos, you know what I mean, like cositas así. Si no hay, it's okay, but I'm like obviously trying to put that out there to see, because I know I'm not gonna find everything that I had in LA, because the diversity, like it's very diverse here, I will say, but it's not as obviously as diverse as LA. Like in LA, you would go to different places and find whatever it was that you were looking for, you know, which I'm okay with. Again, like it's very rare cuando se me antojan cosas así super mexicanas, because my way of eating has changed as well. Pero por ejemplo, unas salsas así, like I'm like, oh, those sound like delicious, you know. So sí compré una salsa fresca, and this is basically what I'm looking for. No estoy buscando las que ya están en lata. Like I don't want the ones in a can that are good for like a year, because they have hella preservatives, and like that's not what I'm looking for. Like I got panela, you know, like just little things like that. And I feel like Walmart will have some of those, so like I'll go eventually to visit my Walmart, or like visit a different Walmart. But I was just kind of looking for that like Hispanic grocery store, you know, here. And fries was cool when I visited, but I didn't kind of like go through the whole store. I did go a few weeks ago just to like get tostitos and chips. But yeah, that's kind of what I encountered today. And I encountered that like after church, and I was just like, yo, God, get these men, okay, because this is not what I came for. So anyways, I am gonna wash, so let's watch. Alright y'all, we are still going strong with the washing. I'm going to show you guys my bed right now, because I kind of just like brought the clothes over here. and we're separating it and whatnot. But I'm gonna take the time actually to like organize the bathroom a little bit. I have not done that. I feel like that has been one of the areas that I've just been kind of, you know, like, oh, I'll do it later, or I'll do it later, or I'll do it later. Like the kitchen and the living room have been my priority because it's kind of like where I hang out all the time. And the bathroom, I definitely want to get rid of. Like, I'll show you guys right now. Here is my bed. And remember on the last vlog, the rug I shared with you guys? Well, here it is. And here's my bed now. I have the new sheets, new bed frame, new comforter. Like, girl, everything new. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And yeah, here's my clothes, my gel suit that you guys were making fun of me for. Which I do not care. I'm gonna wear it again because it looks so good. And yeah, here is some of my clothes. These are a lot of my work clothes and whatever, but let's go to the bathroom. This is kind of what I was talking about. I kind of just have stuff everywhere. Like I still haven't fully like put stuff away. So that's exactly what we're gonna do. We can hear a little bit of an echo right here, but I don't think I've actually taken you guys to my closet. So let me bring you. Here is my closet, and don't judge it right now because it's a mess. This is not what I want it to look like, but I literally just kind of had to do what I had to do. I have a bunch of shoes, I know, hopefully, gracias a Dios. But I have like 2 racks, top and bottom, which I have like no space for like the dresses, the long stuff. So if you guys know of a technique or something, you guys can send me a video or a technique that you know for like hanging stuff that's long. That would be very helpful to me. I appreciate that so much. I have a lot of room in this closet. There's a lot of potential for this closet. I haven't had time to like come in here. Also, a lot of this like socks, underwear, a lot of that type of stuff, it's gonna potentially be going in my dresser when I get it. I don't have one yet. I haven't purchased it. So, you know, we're just gonna wait for a little bit. This is where I put a lot of my other shoes, my sneakers and whatnot. And yeah, like I still have a lot of space. The closet is not gonna be my main priority right now. It's actually gonna be more of like the bathroom and not having stuff on top. I don't like to have stuff on the counter. So I kind of just wanna, you know, like put that at the bottom. And also, not that I have a him right now, but I literally have a his and hers. So it's like energetically, I believe that you should leave room for someone to come in, you know, like when you're making space. And let me come in here so that we don't hear that much of an echo. But today's topic at church was basically how marriage is hard, right? And how like if you're single, you should enjoy being single in your season of singleness because marriage is work, which I personally, I know that, you know, and the pastor was talking about like keep the flame flaming type of thing. So even if you have been married for, you know, very little, or you've been married for a very long time, like keep the flame flaming. And what that means is basically like what you were doing in the beginning when you were like super in love or super infatuated by this person, and like you were getting ready and you cared about your appearance or you cared about yourself, and you know, you sent flowers or you did little cute cards or you did, you know, whatever it was that you did as a woman or as a man. Like keep doing that, because that is one of the things that's going to continue to hold your marriage together. Is when you become complacent that, you know, the enemy tries to come in, and unfortunately we're human, we're imperfect, and things can happen. So anyways, I am very much in my season of singleness and I'm very much enjoying it as well. Like I am not in a rush for anything. I'm not like, I think at some point I have shared with you guys, like I don't plan, and I didn't plan to come to Arizona and like get on dating apps and like, no, I don't even want dating apps. Like I'm not even getting on those anymore. So that is like not gonna be me at all. But I still energetically believe, especially like I feel like there's a reason why I got his and hers, you know, like it just kind of like I was called to it. And so it doesn't make sense, even though the space is there, for me to like completely take over the whole bathroom, right? Because I should leave room for someone to be able to come in and have some things here. For a while, I've kind of had that in mind and I've believed that. So even before, when I used to have my dresser and stuff, like I would leave one drawer empty for, you know, whenever, like just energetically, like I just believe that I should, you know, and people believe what they want to believe, and so that's what I want to believe. So if you don't want to believe that, that's okay, that's fair. But when I came in, I kind of just put stuff everywhere, and I won't lie, like I even put stuff on their side. And so I'm like, let me leave everything on my side. Like, let me make sure that that side is cleared for visitors and for potentially whoever comes later in the future. Like we're gonna show God that we are making space and room for someone eventually for when they come. Not in a rush for it, whenever it does, but I'm not looking, since you guys always say like, oh, it'll come when you're not looking. I'm not looking right now. I'm kidding. I love to say that because you always have the person that's like, that assumes that they know what I'm doing or what I've done or like why I'm where I'm, whatever, right? Like you just always have that person that just assumes, and also the person that thinks that has me figured out. And I'm like, it's okay, you can keep assuming that because you don't, but but yeah, I'm gonna start doing that. Can we talk about the fact that I still haven't learned this camera 100%, and so everything you guys saw in the previous videos right now of like me getting ready, of me making the albondigas, of me making the coffee, like that whole time I was actually talking to you guys, but unfortunately, again, I had to click the setting that puts the video in slow motion, and even if I try to put it in fast motion, the audio is completely lost. So everything I said yesterday, I don't even remember. I do remember that I was extremely tired, and I had basically said that I was gonna take the rest of the evening, because I do remember this, because it is okay to take a break. If you start to feel that your body starts to act up or starts to be different, or you start to get sick, or you start to ache in different ways that you normally don't, that's your body speaking to you and letting you know that you need a break, that you need to take a 30, that you need to take a day, that you need to take however long you need to literally sometimes just rot in your bed, or just do nothing. If you are able to do that for your mental health and for your well-being, I'm all for that. And so yesterday was kind of one of those days where I obviously worked and I got home and I made albondigas and like all kinds of stuff, but I knew that I wanted to be in bed early, and it was literally like 7 p.m. and I was telling you guys doing my skincare, and I'm like, that's it, I'm going to bed. And I went to bed and I was gonna actually like watch something on my iPad, and then I ended up just going online on TikTok and just literally just like watching TikToks, which I haven't done in a while. Like I've been on TikTok like making content and entering things and just like thinking creatively of what to do to bring you guys content on there too, but not like consuming or like just taking a moment to laugh at what other people, you know, put out there. And that's exactly what I ended up doing, and it was amazing. I spent like about an hour and a half doing that, and I just had like such a good time. And then I also took a little bit of that time to kind of like do a little bit of fall shopping on Shein, because you guys know that fall is here. Fall is my favorite season of them all. Fall fashion is my favorite fashion of all, and I feel that it's when I thrive. Like fall is my season for many reasons. One of them being my birthday. My birthday lands on December 3rd, which is still fall season. And I love fall because it's one of those times where it starts to just feel cozy and it starts to feel like very loving, and I just love it, you know? It's supposed to be cuffing season, quote unquote, but ain't nothing cuffing right here but me with myself, which I'm okay with, but I'm excited for it. And so I did a little bit of shopping, which if you guys want me to do a haul or to show you guys what all I got, let me know. I will definitely do that whenever I get the package. But I think that's like some of the things I was sharing with you guys, aside from some of my skincare that I was sharing with you guys. And also I do remember mentioning about the castor oil. So I use organic castor oil, and I've been using castor oil on my skin for a very long time, actually, since I had really, really bad acne, cystic acne. And matter of fact, since I actually got on Accutane, and I started using this oil because this oil is supposedly the oil that penetrates through your skin the best and the most and moisturizes your skin so much. And when I was on Accutane, what that medication did was removed all the vitamin A, which gives us that glow, and it left me super dry. And so what I was doing was literally slathering myself with castor oil. Castor oil is super thick, but castor oil is really good for your skin. It's really good for hair growth. So I actually use it for my hair. I use it for my eyebrows. I use it for my lashes. And I also use it for my tummy. It is one of those things that for me personally helps with digestion and also with bloating. And so I like to use it even more when I'm on my period on my tummy. It's actually also really good for like your armpits if you wanted to use it there for like the darker spots. Now I will say this is something that has worked for me. And if you are planning on using it, make sure that you do your own research, because different things work for different people. This is said to induce labor. So like if you're pregnant or anything like that, I wouldn't even want you to touch it. But again, I'm not a doctor and I don't really know if that's true or not. But I feel like if I was pregnant, I definitely wouldn't even try it, because it has done magic for me as a non-pregnant girl. And I can't imagine what it'll do for you if you're pregnant and actually induce labor when you shouldn't be inducing your labor. So take that with a grain of salt. Take that information, as always, as something that you should do your own research for. But it definitely has worked wonders for me. So I still wear it for skincare. I still wear it for my body, for my hair, for anywhere that I have hair actually and I want it to grow. Like, I don't know if you guys can actually tell, but like my lashes are so long now. I give credit to castor oil and I give credit to this Grande Cosmetics lash serum, because I've also been using it every night. And I feel like now that I have a lash lift, like you can see it so much more. And then also, because you guys have asked me and you guys have seen them on my videos of me just like wearing this, I also have this like more upscale eye serum that has retinol and eye serum, which is like a matcha tea balm. So this one I wear in the mornings, and then this one I wear at night, which is what I'm wearing right now. It is on the more expensive side, so this little tube will cost you like $75, but it is the first tube that I have purchased, and it has already lasted me about 2.5 months, and it still has a lot of product because you literally only put so little of it that it'll last you so long, and it's only for nights. So it is Retinol Supreme Eye Serum from Colleen Rothschild, and then this one is the Matcha Tea Hydrating Balm. So this is what you guys have seen on my videos whenever, you know, I wear them, and then this is the other one and what it looks like. I am in love with them. Matter of fact, I just recently on my LTK, I like put in a lot of the products that I use the most for my skincare right now. And I'll link it in the description below, like that specific post, so you guys can go see it on there, because these products are there as well. So hopefully if you're looking into anything, I know right now there's a lot of sales for a lot of things because obviously we're so close to the holidays, which by the way, do any of you guys start your Christmas shopping like now, or have you started it already? Or do you like wait last minute? Let me know down below, because I'm already like, I need to start my Christmas shopping right now. Like right now is the time, but also I need to give myself stuff. So that's why I was also like, okay, I haven't bought like work clothes or even bought clothes overall since I went to Bali. So it's already been at least 6 months. I'm like, I think I'm due for, you know, some clothes since I've made some space when I moved from California to here. So I'm like, I'm ready for the fall. It's my favorite season. The red is in, the burgundy red is in, the like, you know, brownish reds are in, and I love them. Red is my favorite color in all the shades, and so I cannot wait to just like see it all over the place. Yeah, you're about to see it a lot on me because I feel like this is the time when I wear red. I actually wear red all the time, like throughout the whole season, but there's different shades of red that I'll wear. Anyway, long story short, that was kind of like what that was all about. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me on another vlog, on another episode. And by the way, this is already a few days after that whole Food City situation happened, which I have found, and I haven't gone yet, but I did some research on Google. I looked up carnicerias in the Phoenix area, and I have found a couple that I want to go and visit. So hopefully by this time, you guys have already given me some suggestions in the comments, and that way I can kind of compare and see which one I should go to first and see if it really is all that. I found one that's called Carniceria Sonora, and that already, like with the name, I feel like it says so much, because for me personally, I'm from Sinaloa, so Sinaloa and Sonora have like really similar culture and similar food. Matter of fact, Sonora's tortillas de harina are delicious, chef's kiss. I already saw based on their pictures on Yelp that they have salsas frescas, so I'm like, oh, like this is gonna be my spot. But I'm not for sure. They have different locations, so I kind of, you know, I have to go see what's what. But if any of you guys have been to that carniceria, let me know down below. And if you have a better one or just any suggestions of the ones that you go to that is better than Food City, please drop them below and let me know. Because again, nothing against Food City, it's just some of the people that visit that, like I don't necessarily want to be interacting with those type of people, because I didn't like the vibe. Like, vibe check not passed. Okay, they did not pass the vibe check. So anyways, with all that being said, thank you guys so much for being here again, and thank you for always supporting me with everything that I do. I can't wait to share with you guys everything I'm about to do for the next week or so, because I have a lot of activities happening here in Arizona that I'm going to be doing, and new places that I'm going to be visiting for the first time. Remember that wherever you are in the world, wherever you are that you're watching this, there's always something to do. You just have to go out there and look, and you also have to be willing to put yourself out of your comfort zone so that you can actually find these things, because a lot of the times your friends might not want to do things with you, but if you want to live life the way you want to live life, you cannot wait for people your whole life. So go out there and do what you need to do for yourself. I love you guys. Until next one. Bye.